So I knew this was going to happen this morning. They called me about the possum. Like, this dude that works here, I like him. I love him to death. He's a cool dude. He's very knowledgeable, but he's a fucking borderline, like, know-it-all, annoying person. You know? And, you know, I don't want to be involved in the trapping of fucking animals. I don't want to trap squirrels and, you know, whatever. But, you know, we're usually able to, you know, relocate them, I guess would be the word. Well, you're not supposed to, because that's the law in most states. They don't want you, you know, like, fucking relocating a possum on the site. Because people are stupid, and they would bring it to an apartment complex, or they would bring it somewhere where they could make more money again, because the possum would be a problem, and they'd leave a business card. I mean, let's just be honest, it's Florida. In the South, people aren't the brightest. But now people are like Southerners all over the place, so they have that gene all over the place. It's kind of sarcasm, kind of not, but people are just fucking... So I texted the dude last night, hey man, I'm bringing the trap right now, you know. I rode my bike over there just to get a little fucking workout. I was back while it was getting dark, you know, no problem. I texted him, the possum was dead, you know, when I got there, you know, and all of that. And so this morning, phone rings at 8:10. I knew. I said, this is about the fucking possum. I already knew they're going to be like, why is the dude calling the shop, talking to her? You know what I mean? Like, because there's like a couple people that just want to talk about stuff. They just have to talk about stuff. You know, they're gonna want to talk and talk, and I just don't want to fucking. They just need to have these conversations that you could text. Hey, where did you bring the trap back? You know, and I could be, yep. Is the possum in it? No, he's dead. I put him in the trash. Okay. So what I think happened is the dude came to the shop.
Mile, use the right 2 lanes to turn slightly right onto the I-75.
The dude came to the shop after I told him, because it's 8 o'clock. There's no way that he's not at work already, because I know his schedule and stuff. So I know he's already out or been out, and I know he's probably already got the trap on his truck. He's really trying to go. He probably looked in the garbage, in the trash, for the possum. You know what I mean? Just so he could say, well, the possum wasn't in the trash because I looked for it. You know, because he has to have, like, some kind of, like, you know, well, what you did was illegal, you know, by whatever you did. And I just want to go, you know, like, bro, I was a fucking corrections officer. Do I dress up like a fucking police officer when I go to work and act like, oh, that person's breaking the... You know what I mean? Like, dude, just stay in your lane. I'm fucking almost 50 years old. Yeah, you're old enough to be my dad. I got it. But I don't need you. My boss doesn't... My owner of my company doesn't micromanage me. He might call me, and if he calls me... But the first thing they say when they call... is you need to answer your phone. You know, it's like, well, obviously, you know, that's what it's for. I'm not answering my phone, you know, but it's like, it's always a phone call that could just be a text message. It's just a fucking text message. Hey, where's the you know, I've said it before. It's like no one hears me. Like if you said to a girl, like, you know, you want to go somewhere with her and da-da-da-da-da, and you guys are eating and da-da-da, and you go somewhere else, and she's like, oh, I don't know if I'm comfortable here. You know, you would be, you know, a fucking creep or canceled or whatever the fuck if you persisted to go, no, come on, let's go for a walk in the woods or whatever. Or let's go for a hike. She's like, I just don't feel comfortable. I'm not really dressed for it or whatever. And now she's giving, like, when I say I'm not comfortable, I don't want to do it, I'm fucking telling you as a 245-pound fucking 5'11" man that I do not want to be fucking involved in trapping motherfucking animals. And if you put me in a position to fucking trap an animal and it's alive when I catch it,
For half a mile.
as long as it's alive, I'm going to make sure that I give it another chance, not because I'm a great person, just because that's what I feel like you should do. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why we have the, well, you know, it's against the, yeah, there's a lot of things, like smoking weed was against the law. Well, I can tell you this, when I smoked weed, it was against the law. Now that it's legal, I don't even want nothing to do with it, and I haven't smoked in fucking forever. I got weed in my house, I don't even know where it is. I'm not asking the law, you know, abortion is legal. You know what I mean? Does that make it right? You know, it's a medical procedure. Is it? You know what I mean? I don't really think so. You know, but it's just like, I don't know. It's like you have to, these people have to have this like this little, this is like some passive aggressive tug of war
Continue on I-75
that,
south for 2 miles.
you know, it's like they have to insert this. If they can get a little bit of authority or a little bit of, you know, make sure you answer your phone. Sweetheart, you're my age. You ain't got to tell me to fuck. I mean, I've worked here since March. I've missed 3 hours, 4 hours of work since March, and I took 1 day off in advance. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure that, you know, I answer my phone. And then they go, well, he's just, you know, he's on the other line. And I'm just like, who the fuck is he? Trump? You know what I mean? Like, I texted him, the shit's been done. What are we still talking about? You know, like, I don't know. I knew when I picked, I knew when I picked up the trap and the possum, I just knew there was going to be some fucking, I knew that this was going to be part of it, because the possum was not, he would rather have had the dead possum in the cage, because one, he has to have fucking control over everything, you know. Two, he probably doesn't believe me, which is fine, he doesn't have to. I don't really fucking care if there's some kind of like test in there, you know. Three, I mean, what are we talking about this shit for at 8 o'clock in the morning? You know, like, it's one thing if I was 17 years old and it was like, you know, I used to do Africanized bee jobs. The boss wouldn't even call me, you know what I mean, and ask me, you know, hey, did you have to, you know, contact the fire department? Did you have to have them block off the street? You know, he just knew that it would get done. So when you have people working for you, you know, or people in your life, if you have to question if stuff is whatever, you know, these people didn't hire me. My boss did, you know, but they just have to have that little bit of, I'm the office manager, he's the senior tech or whatever, and it's like, bro, leave me the fuck alone. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? Like, I've had like 4 cups of coffee and like half a cigarette. I'll talk to me about, call me after 1. You know what I mean? It's just fucking goofy shit.